Friends, have you ever noticed how just one sentence from a single person can ruin your entire mood? Someone says something sarcastic, someone doesn't value you, someone ignores you, someone doesn't reply to your message, and then a film starts playing in your mind. You keep thinking about that person and that moment again and again, especially about someone you love, someone you're in a relationship with. You keep asking yourself, why did they say that? What did I do wrong? Maybe there's something lacking in me. And this is how other people's opinions, their attitudes, and their words take control of your peace of mind. Then we blame others, calling them narcissists, calling them wrong. But we never examine our own reactions, asking why our reactions aren't in our own control. Why is the remote control of our happiness in someone else's hands? Why does one person's mood decide whether we're happy or sad? In today's video, we'll understand this very secret. I'll share psychological principles that can gradually bring you to a place where people's words no longer break you. They simply pass by. You won't become numb or unfeeling. Instead, you'll become strong, someone whose peace doesn't depend on others' behavior. You'll still love that person, but you won't become their slave. Why do others' words affect us so much? Psychology tells us that a human being's most basic need isn't just food, water, or shelter. It's also to be accepted. We want someone to love us, to like us, to value what we say. Thousands of years ago, if a person was cast out of their tribe, their chances of survival dropped to almost zero. That's why our brains learn to give extraordinary weight to others' opinions. So when someone rejects, ignores, or criticizes us today, our brain doesn't process it as just a sentence. It registers it as a threat. That's why one negative comment sticks with us longer than 10 compliments. But the real problem starts when we let others decide our worth instead of deciding it ourselves. Then we stop living life on our own terms. We say what people want to hear, we do what makes others happy, and slowly we lose our true selves. Think about it. How many times have you said yes to something you didn't want to, just to avoid upsetting someone? How many times have you sacrificed your own happiness out of fear of what people might say? And in the end, neither they nor you were happy. I always remember this. If you make other people's opinions the measure of your self-worth, your happiness will always be at the mercy of people who may not even care about your happiness. So the first step toward freedom isn't waiting for people to change. It's recognizing what's actually keeping your peace of mind imprisoned. You're not weak. You're just human. But now it's time to move beyond this old programming of the mind, because real strength doesn't come from the world always treating you well. Real strength is that no matter how the world behaves, you never lose your peace of mind, your self-respect, or your inner strength. Principle 1. You are not your emotions. The first and perhaps most powerful psychological principle is this. You are not your emotions. You are the person experiencing them. This sounds simple, but truly understanding it can change your entire life. Suppose someone insults you. What usually happens? Anger takes over your mind instantly. Your heartbeat quickens, your fists clench, and without thinking you respond in a way you later regret. Similarly, if someone ignores you, a sense of inferiority creeps in immediately. You think maybe I'm not good enough, maybe they don't love me anymore, maybe I don't matter at all. But the truth is, in those moments, you're not seeing reality. You're only hearing the voice of your emotions. Psychology says every emotion is like a guest. It arrives, stays a while, and then leaves. The problem begins when we make that guest the owner of the house. Anger comes, and we become anger. Sadness comes, and we think we are sadness. Fear comes, and we hand over our entire personality to fear. But the reality is the opposite. You are not angry. You are the person currently feeling anger. You are not afraid. You are the person currently experiencing fear. This distinction seems small, but it's the foundation of mental freedom. Ancient philosophers, especially the Stoics, believe that a person's true strength shows when they can stand outside the storm rising in their mind and observe it, rather than becoming part of that storm. Picture this. Dark clouds gather in the sky. Heavy rain starts falling, the wind blows, but does the sky itself become the rain? No, the sky remains as it is. The storm comes and goes. In the same way, Your mind is the sky, while anger, fear, embarrassment, jealousy, and unease are just clouds. If you make every cloud your identity, you'll spend your whole life at the mercy of the weather. But if you become the sky, every storm will pass, and you'll remain standing. Next time someone makes you angry, instead of reacting instantly, pause for a moment and say to yourself, I am not angry. I'm currently feeling anger. If someone ignores you, tell yourself, I am not worthless. I am currently feeling the sensation of being rejected. This one sentence pulls your mind out of the storm of emotion. And when a person steps outside their emotions and observes them from a distance, they stop being enslaved by them. Remember, the strongest person isn't someone who never gets angry. It's someone who does get angry, but doesn't let anger rule them. This is where the journey toward peace of mind, self-confidence, and true strength begins. When someone deliberately provokes you, the gray rock technique. But what if the other person is deliberately trying to provoke you, repeatedly toying with your emotions? For this, let me share a psychological technique experts call the gray rock technique. It can nearly neutralize the power of dramatic, emotionally manipulative people. If someone tries to put you down at every turn, mocks you, strikes at your weaknesses, or teases you just to see your reaction, does staying silent mean you're weak? No. Sometimes staying silent is the greatest wisdom of all. The gray rock technique means making yourself as uninteresting, unemotional, and unreactive as an ordinary rock in front of such people. Think about it. If someone wants to start a fire but can't find any wood, how long can that fire burn? In the same way, many people draw their power from your emotions. They enjoy your anger. They enjoy watching you defend yourself. They love that you respond to every accusation, because when you keep trying to prove yourself, the power actually shifts from your hands into theirs. This is why manipulative people always look for someone who reacts instantly to everything. But when all they get from you is calm, brief responses, and indifference, their whole game starts to fall apart. For example, suppose someone says sarcastically, "Seems like you started thinking too highly of yourself lately." Most people immediately jump to explain, "No, that's not what I meant. Actually, you misunderstood me." And then a half-hour argument begins. But a mentally strong person just smiles and says, "Maybe it seemed that way to you." That's it. No argument, no justification, no emotional reaction, because they know not every comment deserves a response. Another example. Suppose someone deliberately delays replying to your message just to make you anxious. If you keep messaging, calling, or asking what happened, why aren't you replying? Is everything okay? You've shown your anxiety. But if you stay busy with your own life, focus on your work, and reply only when needed, the other person realizes they can't control your emotions at will. Remember, this technique isn't about punishing anyone. It's not a form of revenge, and it's not manipulation either. It's simply a principle for protecting your own mental energy. Our channel, Wary's Key Bot, always teaches one thing. Winning every battle isn't success. Avoiding unnecessary battles is the real success. Because people don't want to win an argument with you. They just want to steal your peace. And the day you understand this, you become out of their reach. So next time someone tries to provoke you, just ask yourself one question. Is this person really worth my time, my energy, and my peace of mind? If the answer is no, then choose silence, smile, and move on. Because sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. Want to set boundaries instead of staying silent. But it's important to understand, silence isn't the solution to every problem. Some situations require more than just ignoring things. They require setting boundaries. Saying no isn't selfishness. It's protecting your self-respect and peace of mind. If you truly want to become a carefree, strong, and mentally free person, from today, divide your life into just two categories. Things within your control and things outside your control. Ask yourself, can you change how people think? Can you force someone to like you? Can you change the past? Can you control everyone's behavior? Can you fix the state of the country? Of course not. Yet sadly, most of our worries come from trying to control exactly these things that aren't in our control at all. We want everyone to understand us, respect us, treat us fairly, think well of us, value us, and take our words seriously. And when that doesn't happen, we start to fall apart inside. But the secret to peace of mind isn't that the world changes. It's that you shift your focus away from where you're powerless and place it where you actually have power. You can't control others' words, but you can absolutely control your response. You can't stop someone from leaving, but you can absolutely decide to hold yourself together. You can't solve every problem, but you can absolutely choose how you respond to every problem. This is exactly where the difference lies between an ordinary person and a mentally strong one. Because a strong person doesn't just react, they choose. Pause, breathe, think, then decide. But what happens when sudden anger strikes, your heart breaks, or you hear something truly unbearable? How do you stay in control then? Here's a simple but incredibly powerful principle. Pause, breathe, think, then decide. Next time someone makes you angry, don't respond immediately. Stay quiet for a few seconds. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to do something I'll still feel is right an hour from now? Does this response reflect my dignity, or is it just a product of my anger? Believe me, just a few seconds can change your entire life. Because most relationships break over a single moment of anger. Most decisions go wrong in a single moment of impatience. And most regrets are the result of exactly those few hasty seconds. So remember, the powerful one isn't the person who responds instantly. The powerful one is the person who has the ability to respond, but chooses to stay silent anyway. Finally, I want to say just one thing. There will always be people in this world who misunderstand you, call you wrong, criticize you, fail to value you, fail to take your words seriously, and maybe never give you the place you truly deserve. But if you hand over your happiness, your self-respect, and your peace of mind to such people, you'll never be free, and you'll never gain real respect. Remember, peace won't come the day everyone likes you. Peace will come the day you no longer need everyone's approval. The day you recognize your own worth. The day you learn to master your emotions. And the day you remove every unnecessary argument, every pointless opinion, and every negative person from your mental world. That's the day you'll truly be free. So starting today, make a decision. Don't take everything to heart, don't respond to everyone, and don't fight every battle. Because sometimes the greatest achievement in life is simply protecting your own peace of mind.